Now, for a helpful medicine tip, if you have chronic infection, severe fatigue, sick, worried about cancer, have cancer, or pursuing optimal health, make sure. Hey everyone, is the reason why you're sick because your jails are too full? Many times this is exactly the case. You see, lymph nodes act like jails for the body. The white blood cells arrest the bad guys, known as antigens or infections or bad guys, and they take them to the jails for processing. This is why when you have an upper respiratory tract infection, it's not uncommon for your lymph nodes under here to get swollen. Well, what if they never get clean? That means that the jails are always full, there's no room for bad guys, and your immune system cannot function. So what happens if your body ignores the current infection and you end up with a chronic disease? Now, the main purpose of lymph nodes is to support the immune system in patrolling the highways, your bloodstream, and getting rid of waste products. Lymph is a clear immune system fluid. It's filtered through the lymph nodes and kills off bacteria, viruses, and other bad guys with specialized white blood cells called lymphocytes. When the lymph fluid is back in the bloodstream, it is more powerful than before. Now, the entire lymphatic system is a machine. This includes the lymph nodes, the bone marrow, the thymus gland, and the spleen, which incidentally, the thymus gland and the spleen, in my opinion, are some of the most neglected organs in traditional medicine. Now, the lymphatic system produces the specialized cells called lymphocytes and phagocytes, and what they do is they engulf or they attack enemies and foreign bodies. These cells receive special instruction and refinement in the thymus gland, which is right here, and allows them to fight infected and malignant like cancer cells. Now that's pretty technical, but what this means is that the body must have healthy white blood cells, lymph nodes, and thymus activity to protect itself. When that happens, health follows, and there's a reduction in cancer risk factors, in my clinical opinion. And here's how to have a healthy immune system and clean out the gels. Step number 1, drink plenty of water. This helps the lymph fluid to remove waste from your body. Eat as healthy as possible with healthy and alive foods that supply the body with vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients. And then the lymph system also relies on healthy fats like coconut oil, olive oil, avocados, walnuts, and almonds are all good fat recommendations. What you want to avoid is foods that are dyes or processed foods, artificial sweeteners, and excessive white sugar and high fructose corn syrup decreases your body to run into bad guys and engulf them. Now, movement is super important for the lymph system, such as walking, jogging, lifting weights are just a few of the exercises which gives your muscles movement, which contracts, and then it moves the lymphatic system or the lymph fluid back into the circulation. Now, for a helpful medicine tip, if you have chronic infection, severe fatigue, sick, worried about cancer, have cancer, or pursuing optimal health, make sure that you're doing your very best to keep your lymphatic system working right. It's worthwhile to consider investment into some herbal vitamin supplements that can benefit the immune system, particularly potassium, hydrochloric acid, vitamin C, and protein morphogen therapy. Now, if you haven't heard about protein morphogen therapy, we just did a video on it because it gives the body the cellular blueprint for optimal organ function. Spleen, thymus, liver are all good considerations for lymph conditions. So we've put together a couple different immune system protocols, and there's a wonderful paper called 3 Years of Hydrochloric Acid Therapy, and it investigated or evaluated basically a doctor that went to Africa, and he was really successful in taking chronic conditions and something called Barrett's esophagus. He was really important in developing a protocol based upon potassium and hydrochloric acid. He believed that it changed the ion structure inside of the lymph nodes. Now, with any chronic health problem, almost always there's a lymphatic system involvement, and if you put some building blocks into the system, using dilute hydrochloric acid, using potassium, using some of the vitamin C recommendations that we've talked about, it really helps to clean out the jails of your system. This is Dr. Jason West, and I'll see you on the next video.